Good morning, Wilson. I'm Connor Dooley. Today is November 13th, 2017. Our first story this week comes from Sutherland Springs, Texas, in which a gunman opened fire on a First Baptist church. Of the victims, there are confirmed 26 dead, ranging from the ages of 5 to 72. The pastor and his 14-year-old daughter were part of the victims. Witnesses and people who were within the church have said that once the gunman opened fire, there was no way for anyone to escape due to the size of the building. Our thoughts go out to the families and friends of the victims. And now we send you over to Tatiana Hilario with more updates.
Hi, I'm Tatiana Hilario, here with a weekly update on events in the world today. An 18-year-old autistic young man named Aaron Pajich was found murdered by an Australian 26-year-old Gemma Lilly and her 43-year-old friend Trudy Lennon. Lilly took it upon herself to plot with Lennon and follow through with taking the life of a kid with autism over the simple fact that the number one thing on her bucket list to do before her 25th birthday was commit murder. Lilly lured the 18-year-old into her home, asking him to install games on her computer. While he was doing so, she came behind him with a wire and strangled him until it broke. She reportedly proceeded to stab him 3 times. According to her family, she always had an obsession with serial killers and read many books about it, claiming it was a way of relieving frustrations of something that happened to her as a child. Lilly at first tried to blame Lennon for the entire murder, but surveillance cameras at a local store show both women making trips there to purchase many cleaning products and cement as well as hydrochloric acid, with the intentions of cleaning up the mess they've made and trying to dispose of the body. Lennon and Lilly exchanged messages after thanking one another for providing that experience, and Lilly described that it made her feel things she had never felt before and gave her a feeling of euphoria and power. Aaron's body was found under a slab of fresh cement, which was covered in bright red towels in Gemma Lilly's backyard. He had 2 stab wounds to his neck and 1 to his chest. The trial lasted 5 weeks for the jury to convict the pair of murderers in less than 3 hours. They remain in custody and will be convicted in February 2018. They both face the possibility of life in prison. That's all for today's update, Wilson. Now back to the desk with Connor.
Thank you, Tati. We now send you over to Alexis Carlbon with the news on the arts and entertainment spectrum.
Thanks, Connor. Hello, I'm Alexis Carlbon with your arts and entertainment news. First, Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber are together again. Just like last week, Selena had dropped her previous boyfriend The Weeknd after being seen with her ex, Justin Bieber. After the two were seen together out to eat for breakfast, accumulations in Hollywood went wild. On Saturday, November 4th, the two were seen together not once, but twice attending church together. The two attended a church service at Hillsong Church. The two have been inseparable since pairing back together. Selena has been attending Bieber's concerts and hockey practices. The bond is quite clear to be now seen as a relationship due to the PDA. On to our next story. A consequence of the recent Harvey Weinstein incident that has been a main focus in Hollywood has led to the accumulations of sexual harassment from the House of Cards actor Kevin Spacey. Recently, many have claimed that Spacey had made sexual advances towards individuals such as Anthony Rapp, Roberto Cavazos, Tony Montana, and many more. Many have claimed they have been sexually assaulted. Spacey did claim to be bisexual, but has recently made it clear to the public that he is strictly gay. Spacey has recently been fired from House of Cards, and Netflix has also dropped the actor. Finally, Kylie Jenner claims to be pregnant. The 20-year-old is at least 4 months pregnant with artist Travis Scott's child. Kylie quickly turned to guidance from her older sisters along with her mother. One source claims it definitely wasn't planned. The Goosebumps rapper and Kylie had only been dating for 5 months before the surprise was made known. Sources say Scott is thrilled to become a father. Due to support from her family, this journey has been easy so far. A source says Kylie's take is that for everyone in her family, children have only made their lives better. Pretty soon, another member will be added to the Kardashian clan. That's all I have for you today, Wilson. I'm Alexis Carlbon, and now back to the desk with Connor.
Thank you, Lexi. And now with the recent release of the iPhone X, we send you over to Cottrell Staton with news from science and technology.
Thanks, Connor. So Apple just came out with their new and improved iPhone X. On November 3rd, 2017, the iPhone X drop had people going crazy. The iPhone X sold in 20 plus cities, including New York, Boston, Chicago, Denver, Houston, Dallas, Minneapolis, and many more. Because of its ridiculous price at about $1,000 US, its 4K recording picture with their OLED beautiful screen, thousands of people already bought the iPhone. with Apple getting quite a bit of money in their pockets.
Thank you, Cottrell. Now for our last segment for the week, we send you over to Ethan Asiatico with sports.
Thank you, Connor. My name is Ethan Asiatico. Everybody knows about the Boston Celtics with the new addition of Kyrie Irving, a one-time NBA champion and a four-time All-Star. He can shoot, dribble very well, and he can finish at the basket fairly well, and has great vision on the court. He was the #1 pick in the first round in the 2011 draft to the Cleveland Cavaliers. He went to Duke University and played basketball as well. When he was traded to the Celtics, people thought of this as a big impact to the Boston offense this year. It took him a while to adjust to the Celtic culture as they started off the NBA season 0-2. With the loss of Gordon Hayward, who suffered a gruesome fractured ankle, this shocked teammates and the whole Boston Celtic organization. In the first quarter against the Cleveland Cavaliers, Kyrie Irving threw Gordon Hayward an alley-oop, and Gordon landed on the ankle, causing to fracture it. After starting the season strong, the Celtics have gone on a 9-0 run to advance to be first in the Eastern Conference. With great performances from Kyrie, who averages 21 points a game, Jaylen Brown, who averages 15.8 points a game, and Al Horford, who is a good glass cleaner. The Celtics are top ranked for defensive stats in the NBA as well. These guys have been great teammates and players in the last 9 games. And that is all for today's segment. Make sure you tune in next week for your sports news. I'm Ethan Asiatico, and have a great day, Wilson.
That's all we have for on Wilson Worldwide this week. As always, for Tatiana Hilario, Cottrell Staton, Alexis Carlbon, and Ethan Asiatico, I'm Connor Dooley, and I wish you all a wonderful week.